There we go. And we're back here on the GSMC Baseball Podcast, bringing you our fourth segment, which is going to be doing some Rookie of the Year predictions for the rest of the year. I did do this on Friday for the Cy Young and MVP, but unfortunately did not have a chance to do the Rookie of the Year. So I did want to pick this up today, and I thought it was fitting. So I'm just going to be going over my American League picks for the Rookie of the Year, and then going over the National League picks I have as well. So we'll be doing all that. And just predicting the Rookie of the Year. So let's get into it. So starting off with the American League, we're doing the top three, of course, as you do in regular voting, and then doing three honorable mentions as well. So starting off in the third place spot for the American League Rookie of the Year, I have from the Baltimore Orioles, left fielder Colton Cowser. Cowser has had a fantastic season with this Orioles team this year since being called up as a top prospect and has not disappointed whatsoever. Has become a really huge part of this Orioles offense and has become a really nice lefty bat to be able to fit into this Orioles team and offense, and I think he's really been fantastic. Has had a really, really good season with them. I think it's gone pretty underrated this year because of how many good position players the Orioles have. I mean, Adley Rutschman, Gunnar Henderson, just to name the top two. So overall, I think Cowser really deserves some credibility for how well he's done this year with the Rookie of the Year and with the Orioles. And I think he's going to be in third place position here for this. Second place is the man I just did a full segment on, Mason Miller of the Athletics. Now, Miller's an interesting case because he could be traded to a different league. I mean, talk about him going to the Dodgers, but if he does get traded, I don't really know if it'll be to the National League. But overall, Miller's had an absolutely insane rookie year. One of the greatest relief seasons I've ever seen. Has made the transition from a starting pitcher to a fireballing relief pitcher so effortlessly, so nice, and overall has been a fantastic, fantastic player for them. And is really someone I'm looking forward to watching for the rest of the year. Has had a really just incredible, incredible season with this Oakland team, and will be someone I'm very much watching for a little while, and especially at the trade deadline as well. Will they end up trading him is something that is going to be very interesting to see to me. And in first place for the American League Rookie of the Year, maybe a surprise, I have from the Texas Rangers, Wyatt Langford. Langford was my preseason selection as well to win the Rookie of the Year, and I'm sticking with that. I think that Langford is going to have a killer second half. Since coming back from injury, he's been really, really good. Has finally gotten used to MLB pitching, I'd say, and has become the designated hitter bat that basically everyone thought he would be when he did come up to the major leagues. I think Langford is a generational type bat. I've talked about this a lot now. I think this is really a guy that can be a 30 to 40 home run perennial type hitter, and I think he's going to have an amazing, amazing second half. Is someone that really is going to add in a lot to this Rangers offense, and already has done much better in this second half. He's going to add in a ton of depth to this Rangers lineup, and as much as they might be sellers at this deadline, I think Langford is going to continue to flourish with this team. He's going to continue to flourish at this as a bat with this team, and overall, I think he's going to be really, really good, and I'm very excited to watch him for the future. Huge Wyatt Langford fan over here, and I really do think he's going to be absolutely fantastic to look at for the rest of this year. For some honorable mentions, first off, I had maybe the AL Rookie of the Year frontrunner at the start of the year, Luis Gil. Gil had an outstanding first few months with this Yankees team that many people were just giving him the Rookie of the Year award, but kind of came back down to earth a little bit, has had some rough outings with this Yankees team. I still don't think he is a very good pitcher. I still do think he is a very good pitcher with this Yankees team, but overall, I just don't think he's going to live to the potential that he had with those first few months. I think, again, he's a very good pitcher, a guy who can add in a lot to the Yankees core and the Yankees future, especially in their pitching rotation. I just don't think that he's going to continue to play as he did those first few months. I think that was kind of setting a little bit of a unreasonable standard on himself. So I do have him honorable mention still. I think he's a really good pitcher. Just don't think he's going to continue to play as well as he did before. Next, I have from the Boston Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. Abreu's had a fantastic season in the outfield with this Red Sox team. Has really, again, been one of the big reasons why this Red Sox team has been so competitive this year. I mean, really nobody expected this. I was really trying to find him a way to get in this top three, but I thought these three were kind of lock set. If there was going to be a number 4, I would probably have it as Abreu. I think, again, he's really had just a fantastic, fantastic season with this Red Sox team, and I really like the way he's performed with them. Finally, I have another Yankee and the third AL East player of these three honorable mentions, Ben Rice. Rice has just been a spark plug to this Yankees lineup since coming up. had big shoes to fill with Anthony Rizzo, who's been a nice presence there for the last 2 years at first base for the Yankees and has done really, really well. Started off a little rough, but had that 3 home run game and really broke out after that, and he's become a really nice piece of this Yankees lineup. I do think that Rice is going to be an above-average hitter in the MLB for a long time, and I'm really excited about his future and the way that he's going to continue to develop and become a really, really good player for this Yankees team. I think, again, Rice is a very, very good bat to this team and is someone that is very fantastic to watch, and overall I am very excited to end up seeing what will happen with his future. I think he's going to be a very, very good hitter for the foreseeable future with this Yankees team, and will end up having a really good second half that will propel him to being in this Rookie of the Year conversation. Moving to the National League now, going to our top 3 and then our 3 honorable mentions. So, first off, in third place, I have from the Chicago Cubs, Shota Imanaga. Imanaga looked like the dead-on front-runner for this Rookie of the Year award at the start of the year. Had one of the greatest starts to a rookie season I've ever seen. There is still some debate as, should a guy who's coming over from the NPB, which is looked at universally as the second highest professional baseball level, be considered a Rookie of the Year, but it is his first year in the MLB, so what are you going to do about it, right? So, yeah, Imanaga had such an outstanding start to the season that it made sense that he was going to fall off a little bit, and he has done that. He hasn't fallen off an insane amount, not to where he's unpitchable anymore. The contract's looking bad, but it is, he's not as good as he once was. But again, that's super hard to be. So overall, I think Imanaga is going to be someone that is very, very interesting to watch for the rest of this year with this Cubs team. How good he is going to do, and I think that again, he's still going to have a very good second half. He's still going to end up being a very good pitcher. Might have a little pressure taken off once this Cubs team decides to sell and, not continue to try to compete, as are the rumors currently with the way they're in the standings. So overall, be a very interesting decision to, very interesting thing to watch Imanaga for the rest of the year. I think overall he still had a really great season. Second place I have from the San Diego Padres, first-time All-Star Jackson Merrill. Merrill has just been such an outstanding presence in this Padres lineup this year, has made the transition from shortstop to center field to help out this Padres team so effortlessly, has just become such a fantastic bat with this team. Really has been so good, and yeah, it's just been a fantastic piece of this Padres lineup, and yeah, really good rookie season for this team. And a first for the NL Rookie of the Year is, of course, Paul Skeens. What is there to say about Paul Skeens that hasn't been said? I'm not going to spend too much time on him. One of the greatest rookie seasons we've seen already ever. Is a spectacle whenever he pitches. I mean, I don't remember seeing anything like this except when Ohtani would pitch in it for the Angels. So, yeah, just outstanding to watch. Skeens this year is having one of the greatest rookie seasons we've ever seen, ever at this point. And just, yeah, obviously he's the NL front runner, and is obviously who I'm going to choose to win the NL Rookie of the Year at the end of the year. Some honorable mentions. First off, I think one of the most underrated players in all of baseball from the St. Louis Cardinals, Mason Wynn. I think Wynn has quietly solidified himself as a top shortstop in this league, but nobody's talking about him. Now, the Center Rookie of the Year class is really good with Imanaga, Merrill, and Skeens all being viable candidates, but I think Wynn needs to get more love. He's having a great season with the bat, which was his biggest concern going into this year, is continuing his amazing defense there at shortstop. Is really a vacuum out there, has incredible arm strength, and I just think overall, Wynn needs to be talked about more overall in baseball, and I'm surprised he hasn't been. So, yeah, I have him as an honorable mention here. We have his NL Central rival, Joey Ortiz, as another honorable mention. Ortiz has become a great piece of this Brewers lineup since coming over in the Corbin Burns trade, and really helped out this offense. Has played a great third base out there with the glove, and has also become a really good offensive player as well. I think Ortiz has had a really fantastic rookie season, and has been one of the big reasons why this Brewers team has been much better than we really expected. Next, final honorable mention, we have James Wood of the Nationals. I don't think Wood is going to be up for enough time to really be in consideration for a top 3 spot for this National League, but I think that Wood is going to have such a great second half. I'm so high in this guy that he really is going to fight himself into this Rookie of the Year conversation, even with him not playing as many games. So, did want to talk about him here. Also, of course, Yoshinobu Yamamoto would be on this list if he wasn't going to be out for a significant remainder of the year. So, obviously, that is something I did want to mention if you were wondering where he was. But yeah, that is our 4th segment here, talking about my Rookie of the Year predictions. Let me know if you agree, disagree, all that kind of stuff. going into our fifth and final segment here today, which is going to be talking about the 2025 Hall of Fame class and just the ballot. We did have the 2024 inductees get inducted yesterday and gave all the speeches, so I did want to do a little bit of a segment on the Hall of Fame and just go over it and who I think should get in, the guys here, and yeah, we're going over that, and we'll see you after the break, fourth and final break. So thanks and bye.